Variety Hour. I'm waiting to see that it goes live on here. Welcome, one and all. And it might just be one, and we're fine with that.
We're good. We're great.
Toasty Trivia Variety Hour, a.k.a. the Mike Thomas Show, circa 2003.
2, 3. Yeah.
4 and 5, wasn't it?
4 and 5?
It was
Possibly.
our senior year.
Context
Oh,
moment.
that's right.
Context moment for all the viewers out there. That to my left, this way, is that right or left? You got Sam Weitzner. One more over, Mike Thomas. We love each other. We're in a trifold relationship. Hey, Brian.
Great.
See that? And we did a show way back in the day called The Mike Thomas Show, which was the finest program on WGKN in history.
Oh, I didn't think you'd remember that.
I have a
I
shirt.
couldn't remember it.
I have a shirt.
You have a
You still have the shirt?
I kept the shirt. I do not fit in the shirt. Hey, Gina, how you doing? Please, as you guys see, welcome to the show. You can make comments. I think we can see it.
Bienvenue.
It does appear that it's live, so I can go into what the heck we're doing here. So we've been doing some live trivia games for the last couple of weeks, and people are having fun, saying nice things. So the gentleman to my possible left or right had a really crazy cool idea to take the trivia up a notch and make it into a live game show format. So tonight we're going to have 4 contestants playing 4 different games, think Price is Right style, for real prizes. We do have a sponsor, Clarity Creative Group, sponsored our first event here, and there are real prizes. $25 Target gift cards up for grabs for each and every participant. We have 4 different games tonight. We'll talk about those in a little bit, but this is just something we're trying to do to have a little fun.
Yeah.
Pass the time, and I'll start off. I have a virtual toast. You see?
Ooh, salute.
I'm on the Hentelman. I'm on the Hentelman. Gentlemen, to a fun hour we're gonna have. Cheers.
Where's the camera?
Watch
there we
it.
go.
Salute. L'chaim.
Now, do you know what kind of beer this is? As Craig goes to shut the door, apparently.
What is that?
What kind of beer?
I'm gonna guess Yingling because you are a Yinzer.
No,
almost.
No. It's too light for Yingling.
Iron City.
No, it's not. I can only drink Iron City during Steelers games.
It's like,
and those won't ever happen again.
No, they won't.
There's not going to be sports, but if you like sports, go to Duffy's Sports Grill's Facebook page every Thursday and play trivia with Mike Thomas. What?
We call that a segue.
And by the way,
as peanut butter.
It's cheapy quarantine beer, Yingling Light.
Yingling Light.
Yes. Gotta watch. I'm not moving. I'm sitting for 10 hours a day in front of this computer. I needed to cut calories somewhere.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made.
It is Steelers games, Brian. You're correct.
So I think
mea culpa.
Joining in. So again, guys, you can comment. This is just we'll call this a cold open, quite literally.
This is a trial run, baby. We're just coming out of the gate hot.
But we are going to be doing this exact show, the Variety Hour, every Friday at 7 o'clock for at least the month of April. We have brand new games and some contestants already lined up for next week. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the games because I said I would. The first game we're going to play is near and dear to our hearts because we all host trivia at bars, but we can't go to bars. So we're going to do bar trivia. Game 2, I believe, is called Closest to the Pin, Straight Theft, and we're going to love it. And we're going to love it. And one of our contestants gets to play against me. Mikey and I recorded that yesterday, so I'm really excited about that. Then we have a Guess the Object game and a 2 Truths and a Lie. Some really fun stuff. Ooh, Amy. Okay, the comments are getting legit.
Wow, it's hot.
This is live, baby. Now, guys, do what you can to share this. Let other people know.
Please, share.
We're going to have some fun here. People are going to win some prizes, and we're going to talk about some fun things. And there is a good chance, just because I see how much of this is left, that by the end of the hour, I just start saying stuff. How
much sleep have you had cumulatively in the past week?
That's a good that's a good trivia question. Let's, Mike, you and I guess how much sleep Craig has had in the last week, given that he has just had a child.
I know the answer. It's not good.
I think it's...
You had the kid. Jacob was born when?
My son, my boy, was born literally 1 week and 12 hours ago. He was.
That's right.
born.
Okay.
Yeah. So that
Doing some math here.
Yeah, I want the guess, and I feel like there should be a prize for who's closest.
I'm gonna say a collective, like straight, solid. I say you've slept 10 hours straight, 2 hours gay.
Interesting.
Do what you will with that joke.
I took it.
Yeah.
It took a while to hit, but
That
we
was a
got it.
total of 12 hours, so I don't know.
I was going to say 10 hours total.
Oh,
wow.
A little better. So here's the deal. It's at my grand total is I think 18 hours for the time.
Wow.
Because what's happening is
So I was closest to the pin.
you really were. No, Ray, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
The 2 gay hours. You got to count those. You got
I got to count them.
situation. So we're just a few minutes away from bringing in our first guest to play our first game. But
yes,
again,
we're gonna talk a little bit about what's going, some of the other stuff, right? We wanted to talk about I don't remember. It's on the schedule that we had.
we're right on schedule at the moment.
Oh, we are. Okay. I don't have it in front of me. I'm just letting you. Yeah,
I have
you lead.
I have it.
You got it.
We got some live guesses. People guessed 28 hours, 23 hours. You're very kind, Bob, Kara. Fantastic. I wish I got that much because what's happening is apparently the science of the boy's mouth and the wife's boob, they have to be together every 2 hours. It's science. It's not my choice. I watch though. I do watch.
Yeah.
So every 2 hours he's doing something, and we got kind of a system going already where like I try to have her sleep if he's awake, but while we both can sleep when he's in the bassinet, I'm not gonna lie, I like holding him. He's
right.
He fits right in this area right here, and it's just really nice. So the sleep.
Hey, do you know what's awful? The worst part about having a child?
Please tell me.
Enduring all of the stories about you having a child. Let's get into some trivia. No, and I don't mean I cannot wait to meet your child. I'm so excited for you.
I can mute his mic, Sam, if you or Craig, if you want.
What I'm getting at is that like when anyone ever has a kid, they're like, oh my god, you guys, it's so great.
I said
like in the first like 6 months.
You've brought me sadness. I'll drink it away.
Yeah, do that. That's great. It's great.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And I told my wife the same. And now we're just a minute away from getting our first game. But I told my wife like I'm becoming that person, and I'm just embarrassed. Yeah. I'm embarrassed about it. So here's how it's going to go down. Our first game I get to do is bar trivia, right? So Tasty Trivia has been around. This is kind of true, almost 10 years where we've been doing it. And you know the COVID virus that's whatever coronavirus COVID-19 kind of took the live event away, so we thought. And then these gentlemen to this, I got it right that time. I got it right. It's the opposite of what I did before. They came up with the idea. I can't even take the credit because it was their idea to do this exact. Ooh, I like that. I like that.
It's hurting. I don't like it.
And we are doing games on the Tasty Trivia page. We're doing games on some of our sponsors' pages, and we're doing a lot of live trivia. So in honor of that and the inaugural Tasty Trivia Variety Hour, we should have I did say your names before. I did that.
Yeah.
Let's do.
Yeah, we're fine.
Let's do bar trivia. So I'm going to read the rules here. Bar trivia is going to be.
All right. Well, hold on. Let's bring our guest on first.
That makes sense.
And then we can explain the rules together. We should have Kendra ready to go. So let's get Kendra up in here. She's going to be live right now, and I'm going to go away.
Hey, there she is.
Hi.
Kendra.
Hi.
How are you? Can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
I did, but then I didn't.
Okay.
But now I did again.
Mac wasn't working, so we switched to PC.
Oh, you sound good now. Now it was good. Okay. So now is when I get to explain the rules. And Barb, I do have baby brain. That's a real thing. She commented baby brain. It's a thing. It's the tiredness wheel of whatever.
There's Pitocin is being fired, all sorts of fun chemicals. Yeah, I don't know if you're making Pitocin, but
no, you made that up. That's like a drug. Oxytocin.
Yeah, Pitocin is what induces labor.
Induces. Yeah. That was our first question. Kendra, you did it.
Little do you know.
That is not the first question.
It is not. It should be. It's going to count as a bonus.
It's a bonus.
I'll take it.
All right, so here's the rules of this game. You are playing for a $25 gift card to Target, sponsored by Clarity Creative Group. We're going to it'll be like an E gift card. So we're contact free. This is an E gift card. You will get one. It'll go right to the email. So I'm going to read.
Hopefully nobody copied the numbers down as you passed it along the screen. I hope that they didn't.
That would have been. Don't do that.
I can't even read the comments.
Don't do that. So we're going to get 5 questions, just like a round of tasty trivia at the bars. And you got to get them all. They get progressively harder, but you get a lifeline. You get one lifeline if you need it. And that lifeline is choosing either Sam or Mike to help you. Kind of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire asking a friend. You don't get a friend. You get one of my friends. And that's
right.
What it is.
I don't have any, so it's fine.
Oh, you have so many. Stop it. You play the hockeys. I know about you. So you're not locked in to their answer when you use the lifeline. You still get to consult your brain and decide if you want to go with that. So are you ready to play our first ever Variety Hour game, Bar Trivia 5?
I am ready.
Here we go. And you'll have, let's call Sam will time, I don't know, something reasonable, 10 to 20 seconds or something. Sam, come up with a timer while I drink my face off. Just you, internal timer. Yeah, you don't.
It's right here.
Yeah,
it's right here.
It's here. You literally say, "You're out of time," every time.
Yep.
All right, Kendra, here we go. Question number 1: What did the itsy bitsy spider climb up? Straightforward. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. 1 for 1. You read my mind. I'm like, Mike, who is our producer for the day. I want to have that. We need the clapping audio.
I tried to get some sound effects.
You tried
but couldn't quite work it out for week 1. Maybe week 2 we'll be able to get the the laser, the meow 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 meow.
I'm going to get her flipping the post in.
Yeah, exactly. We can put it in post.
Very nice. So Kendra's 1 for 1, but I promise they get harder, but not this one. Question number 2: Who is Beyonce married to?
Jay-Z.
Jay to the Hove. No, nothing.
I got nothing.
Last name Carter.
Nothing. Sam's not a Jay fan. That's how that went.
I mean, no. I didn't say I was. I'm just not a fan of that.
You're not a fan of what I chose to do with my hands and my mouth.
Correct.
I'm a fan of.
Yeah. That is not going platinum.
Oh my God. So here we go. Question 3. How many colonies in America fought against the British during the Revolutionary War? How many colonies in America fought against the British? Remember, you do have that one lifeline. 13. 3 for 3 right now. And when that sound effect comes in, boom, it's going to be just generous.
I suck in history.
You are 2 questions away from a $25 gift card. Facts. Here we go. Number 4. In the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, Captain America's shield is made up of what material? What material? What do you think?
Lifeline, because I don't watch superheroes.
Fair. Now I'm going to help you out. Of the 2 people you can choose from, Sam and Mike, one of them just hosted a Marvel trivia on the Tasty Trivia page wearing a Marvel shirt. That one was Mike, but you make your choice whatever you want. Whatever you want.
I'm going to go with Mike.
That was a good choice. That was
okay.
a good choice.
No offense.
He's been
Sam
handled.
is hurt. He is knocked down, but that's okay.
Well, my intentions were to pick him because I don't trust you 100%, but
that is a good
valid
instinct. However, I'm going to help you out
here
because
all of my comics over here and picking
my shirt is a Wakanda shirt.
Oh, that's cute.
And vibranium is the fake element that comes from Wakanda that Howard Stark used to make Captain America's shield in the MCU. So I would tell you to say vibranium.
Do you like that,
I'm going to go with it, and if he's wrong, I'm going to finish my drink.
Ooh, okay. Well, in this particular case, he's not wrong, so you don't have to finish your drink, but we might have to unfreeze.
We can.
Meow, 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 meow.
There we go. Kendra is frozen at the moment.
She's not frozen. She's back. Kind of, sort of.
Also frozen. So for the rest of you, that was a correct answer. 4 for 4. We are going to get Kendra's feedback. Mike's working on that to give her the 5th question. So she's
There we go.
moving in. So
She's good. She's good.
there we go. Can you hear us okay, Kendra? Lost the audio on that one. Interesting. Mikey, let's see if you go with all four of us, can we hear her? He's bringing her in. He's taking her out.
Yeah, she's still frozen. So
we will hold on that fifth question for Kendra. But again, guys, what you're seeing right now is the first attempt at our Tasty Trivia Variety Hour. There'll be 4 games throughout the hour.
Going well.
Kendra is 1 question away from winning a $25 Target gift card. Can you hear us, Kendra?
Yes.
Oh,
Cool.
we're back in action. Let's stay right here, just this way. Final question, number 5. What is the most abundant gas in the air we breathe? Think about the periodic table. What is the most abundant?
Not planned. That was not planned. That just happened, and I was like, I can't deny the question. This.
Don't answer the gas he just expelled. But what
Please
is the
don't.
most
It might be right.
abundant gas in the air we breathe? What do you think? I can tell you this. I'll give one of our classic Craig hints. You definitely know it. You've heard of it. It's probably not the one you immediately went to, but it is like really close to it on the periodic table. I think like it's an obscene amount too, like 70% of air is this or something. And it's not the one that people get at hospitals. What? Why would I say that?
Well, to be fair, people aren't getting a lot of things in hospitals right now.
It's true. Very topical. Very topical.
Hot take. Hot take.
It's like the one answer that's in my head. I'm like, this is gonna be freaking wrong, and I'm gonna like be sad. But
Don't be sad. It could be right, and $25 could be yours.
but your clues always mess with me. So
That's
Yeah, they tend to.
because they're too good sometimes.
What do you think? 10 seconds.
I mean, I'm gonna go with my first thought, carbon.
Hey, here's what I like about that answer. It would have been right had I asked a different question. That's on me. That's my fault. That's what we have now is an interesting opportunity to tell you that you were so close. Nitrogen is what we were looking for. However, I see something
What do
interesting.
we need sound effects for? We got Sam.
That was good.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So Kendra, you went 4 for 5, right? In a live trivia. It was your first one, so we're going to make sure you get a gift card anyway, a participation gift card. Now, I will say this, because you got it wrong and some people in the comments got it right, you guys are going to split the difference. So the correct answer will get $15. You got $10 Target coming your way. At the end of the show, Mikey's going to email you that. Thank you so much for playing. You got $10 Target. Maybe they have some Clorox wipes. Probably not. I don't know. But
Nothing.
I'm just gonna buy more beer and hang out. So
cheers,
great.
and you're welcome to whoever won the other part of that because I like sharing. So cheers to corn.
Phenomenal.
Cheers.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you so much, Kendra.
Thank you so much, Kendra.
Correct. And I see, so Mikey, our producer extraordinaire, Julie Foreman is going to be getting that $15 gift card for getting nitrogen correct. The first one I saw in the comments. So guys, there are ways for you to win stuff through the comment function. And if you guys are on the show right now and you're interested in playing in some of our games next week, we already are lining people up. Some of the games are going to be different and your favorites will come back. So we got more games coming. But I got to tell you that we wouldn't be able to give away these prizes and do it this way if not for our first sponsor. So a big thanks to Clarity Creative Group. They're, a web company and they do web things. And more importantly than telling you about those web things, I got to say a very special happy birthday to Lila, who may or may not be watching out there.
Oh, that's right.
Happy birthday to Lila, the little bear, as her father says. I mean, he says all kinds of stuff relating to that. But happy birthday. That's our Clarity moment. Now, Clarity does web stuff. Great, right? I'm more concerned with how hot the web is right now. So I'm going down a lot of internet research holes right now. So I'm going to open things up to my broskies. I got hooked on a YouTube show called Hot Ones. Either of you familiar with it?
Oh, love Hot Ones.
Okay, so this guy started a thing that, like, he interviews celebrities while they eat really hot
Yeah.
chicken wings.
Mhm.
And the questions
Yeah.
get progressively, sometimes more serious, but other times not. And I'm enamored by it. And it is my
Oh,
current
it's great.
favorite thing on the internet. So, Sam, what is your current favorite thing on the internet?
I am representing actually with my favorite thing on the internet. It's been my favorite thing for a while, but the podcast "How Did This Get Made" with Paul Scheer, his wife June Diane Raphael,
Mhm.
and Jason Mantzoukas. I cannot get enough of this. And essentially, the premise is 3 comedians. They usually bring on a 4th. Will watch a terrible movie and then comment on it,
Like
and just they barely get through. They barely get through the movie. It's more just like people just they go to the audience. I mean, it's phenomenal, and of course, Mantzoukas is a wild card, and he comes out yelling, "What's up, jerks?" And I don't know. It just it is if you like good movies for what makes them good, you'll love what makes bad movies even worse. Just some great things, and you learn why like Willem Dafoe has a confusingly large penis.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
did you know that? The director of a movie he was in was like, I need a stunt man because
I had
it's
heard that.
confusingly big.
I
Yeah,
had heard that about the Defoe. I had heard that.
confusingly.
So, Sam's favorite thing is Willem Dafoe's dick on the internet. Mine is Hot Ones. Mikey,
I'm a bit of a scientist myself.
Mikey, what is your favorite thing on the internet? And guys, if you're commenting, I want you guys to tell us what your
Love to
current
see your
favorite
stuff.
is it the low-hanging fruit to say tasty trivia at this point? And
that-
all of the games that
Come
we're
on.
doing? Because
Boo.
honestly, that's
Boo.
my time. It's doing that and then going to bed and binge watching The Office, which is
We just got
First time I've
a
watched
shout
it.
out. We just got a shout out from our old friend who said this is reminiscent of the Mike Thomas show. Very, very true.
It's true.
Thanks for the shout out, Reggie.
It's true. And we're working through the format, guys. So today
Yeah.
has 4 contestants. We're going to have another one in about 5 minutes playing a game of closest to the pin. But we're going to work on the format with how many people play. We may open up next week immediately with a contestant. We're going to work on this. So your feedback's appreciated. I know some of you are watching, tuning in, tuning out. But your feedback.
Share with your friends, please.
Yeah. Let people know we're just trying to give away prizes and have some fun. Kendra won $10 and Julie Foreman won $15 to Target. Our next contestant, which is going to come up in just a few minutes, playing closest to the pin, is going to have a chance to win $25, and our prizes are going to go up from there. I mean, we're doing something to, yes, have a little fun with some old friends from the Mike Thomas show, but also support businesses like Clarity Creative that supported us, that are doing stuff to help others, local businesses like all of our restaurants and bar partners that we've been working on. Mike mentioned the Tasty Trivia page, and we've been supporting in our own way all the bars and restaurants that are still open, doing safe curbside delivery, pickup, and safe delivery. So I see Brian on there also mentioned he's been watching a lot of like theater live streams. Like, people are trying to provide entertainment, but also something lighthearted. So that's kind of where this is coming from. But your feedback will be key. This is our first one. We've not done a show of this format. We do the trivia shows where you actively comment your answers every day. So next week there'll be 2 games a day. Some days there'll be 3. We got a little bit more organized for those of you watching that actually like to play those games. There'll be a set time a day. All the events will be up on Facebook. Mike can speak to a little bit of that if he wants, because it was his favorite thing on the internet.
Oh, yeah. We've got we got word search. We've got a last comments win type game. We don't even know necessarily how all these are going to work. So we're going to be playing them along with some of you guys just to see how much fun they are and whether that's something to go in the rotation. But we do have our second guest, Hannah. She's been waiting patiently. You ready to bring her in?
Oh, heck yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, Sam, we're gonna say sayonara to you for just a second as we get Hannah in here. Hannah, thank you for coming on, and we're gonna play some closest to the pin, which is a very straightforward game to play. It cannot be any easier. I'm going to ask you 10 questions.
Okay.
I do not expect for you to get any of these 10 questions right, but I asked Craig the same 10 questions yesterday.
Yep.
And so we're going to compare your answers to Craig's answers, and whoever gets closest on the majority of these questions is going to be our winner.
Okay, got it.
And if it comes down to a tiebreaker, we're going to use whoever answers all the questions quickest. So, speed matters. Are
Gotcha.
you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Craig, are you able to jot down the answers?
You know it. I'm so ready.
All right. Hannah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. How tall in feet is the Empire State Building when you include its antenna?
I'm gonna go with 200.
200 feet? How many
Yeah.
episodes of Seinfeld were there?
175.
How much money did the American box office make last week?
80,000.
What was the total score for Super Bowl 14?
I don't even know. 900. I have no idea.
Oh, that's
If you Google map Orlando to Seattle, Washington, what is the distance in miles?
1,025.
How long is the song Sucker by the Jonas Brothers?
3 minutes and 15 seconds.
What year did Ponce de Leon discover Florida?
1510.
Very good. What is the average lifespan of a southern two-toed sloth?
The average lifespan, 27 years.
How many calories are in a 1 ounce serving of Jack Daniels?
80.
What year was the Oreo cookie first released?
1930.
Time. All right. You did very well. We've got your answers registered.
Hannah, I think
Craig is not happy because he knows how he did. So we're going to find out how he did together. We're going to play the video of Craig playing this game
Okay,
last
awesome.
night, actually. So
you did so well.
let's go ahead and see Craig
It's
doing this
embarrassing.
game. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. How tall in feet is the Empire State Building when you include its antenna?
Yikes! 1,140 feet.
How many
1140.
episodes of Seinfeld were there?
169. Ah,
How much money did the American box office make last week?
last week, 80 million. That's bad. That's not right. That's
Bad.
not right.
What was
Take
the
that
total
away.
score for Super Bowl 14?
Super Bowl 14 total score?
Total score.
41 points. Ah, I love this.
If you Google map Orlando to Seattle, Washington, what is the distance in miles?
3,400.
How long is the song Sucker by the Jonas Brothers?
2 minutes 55 seconds.
What year did Ponce de Leon discover Florida?
Why don't I know that? 1610.
What is the average lifespan of a southern two-toed sloth?
What? 72 years. I don't know.
How many calories are in a 1 ounce serving of Jack Daniels?
Oh, I'm wasting time. 90 calories.
What
No.
year was the Oreo cookie first released?
2 years, 1 year after the Hydrox. 1901. That's wrong.
Time. All right. We got it. Some of them you did very well on.
Okay.
Others, horrible.
Horrible. I
Horrible.
got in my head. About the box office. It's like zero. It's $0.
Yeah, it was not $0, but it might as well have been $0 this week. So are you guys ready to hear the answers?
Yes.
Some of these?
Oh,
All right. How tall in feet is the Empire State Building when you include the antenna? Craig said 1,140 feet. Hannah, you said 200 feet. It was 1,454 feet.
Okay.
So Craig gets the point there. Question 2, how many episodes of Seinfeld were there? Hannah, you said 175. Craig said 169. It is 180 episodes. So
Well
Hannah,
done.
you got the point.
done.
Tied right now. Question 3, how much money did the American box office make last week? Hannah, you said $80,000. Craig said $80 million.
Why did I do that?
The
They were
correct
wrong.
answer is $5,179.
Wow.
In the
Craig
moment,
was
I got
only
excited.
79.994 million off, but Hannah, you edged him out and you are now leading 2-1.
Nice.
Question 4, what was the total score of Super Bowl 14? I will say Steelers defeated the Rams 31-19. Craig said 41. Hannah, you said 90. 50 was the correct answer. So Craig ties it up. We are at 2 games
2-2.
apiece. Question 5, if you Google Map Orlando to Seattle, Washington, what is the distance in miles?
Ooh.
Hannah, you said 525. Craig, you said 3,400. If you take I-90 West, it's 3,074 miles. So Craig is closer on that one. Question 6, how long is the song Sucker by the Jonas Brothers? Craig said 2:55. Hannah said 3 minutes and 15 seconds. It is 3 minutes and 1 second. So Craig was closer.
That was a
He gets a
close one.
point there. So now he is up, 4-2 right now?
Yeah.
4-2?
Yeah.
What year did Ponce de Leon discover Florida? Hannah, you said 1510. Craig said 1610. It was 1513. Hannah, you were almost dead on. You get a point there. So now it's 4-3
That's impressive.
with 3 questions left. Question 8, what is the average lifespan of a southern two-toed sloth? Hannah said 27. Craig said 72. You guys are the inverse of each other there.
Yeah,
The correct answer is 20 years.
I like that.
Hannah gets the point. We're
Nicely
tied.
done.
We
Nicely
tied
done.
here with 2 questions left to go. Question 9, how many calories are in a 1-ounce serving of Jack Daniels?
Can't believe
Hannah
it.
said 80. Craig said 90. The correct answer was 65.
Why? Why?
So Hannah takes the lead with 1 question left. Craig, if you get this right, it's going to go down to the tiebreaker. What year was the Oreo cookie first released? Hannah said 1901. I'm sorry, Hannah said 1930. Craig said 1901. The correct answer is 1912. 1912. Craig ties the game here at the end. So it comes down to time. Craig did his in 1 minute, 12 seconds. Hannah, yours was 1 minute and 29 seconds.
So close.
So close.
So close.
I cannot believe how close that is. That is
was so close.
with how well. Now here's the thing, though. I was so far off on the box office. Hannah, you're getting the $25 Target gift card.
Aw.
You crushed it. You
Thanks.
absolutely crushed it. She dang near got the year for Ponce de Leon. What, like dead on?
Yeah.
You were
Total
right
guess.
on the money. If I didn't DJ weddings for a half a living, I wouldn't have known the sucker one. So that's an unfair advantage. You win the prize.
Thanks. I'll definitely
Thank
get
you
some
so
toilet
much for
paper.
playing.
If you can find any, and if you
Yeah.
can, let me know where to go
I
because
will.
our stockpile is low.
Yeah, I definitely will.
So thank you so much, Hannah. We'll be
course.
sending that info over to you. And
Right after the show.
yeah, thank
Okay.
you very much.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
See, that was nerve-wracking because I couldn't remember all of what I had guessed. How dare you, Samwise?
Oh,
Very
God.
How dare you?
Craig, that was wild. That was wild. Some of those guesses were wild.
Terrible, right? It's
No,
embarrassing.
I meant very interesting. Like that to me, those types of questions are impossible. I've never been good at those types of
I
questions.
You're
love
not
them.
supposed to be good at them.
No, I love it. Closest to the pin is like my favorite. We use it as a tiebreaker,
Right.
with the trivia stuff because I love that stuff. And
Yeah.
I was so off on a few of them. It's quite embarrassing. Quite embarrassing.
That was wild. That was fun.
I liked
Wow,
it.
we-
I think Hannah liked it. She got a $25 gift card. We've got more games coming. We've got Guess the Object. We've got 2 truths and a lie. So what you're seeing right now is the Tasty Trivia Variety Hour featuring Sam and Mike and me. I'm Craig. I do a little intro there again because I know some of you might have, been watching in the beginning, maybe not anymore. But share this, like the page, share it out there. We're going to have a new episode every Friday at 7 with brand new games. We've got some really fun stuff coming your way next Friday at 7. So like the page, Follow the
Back
page.
in the 90s, this was a prime time spot. You had to be Steve Urkel or on Full House. I don't remember the characters' names. DJ Tanner, there you go. You had to be that to get this kind of publicity. But no, it's 2020 and we can just live stream from our living rooms.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
While we were doing that, Brian actually asked, the bigger question was how many Netflix subscribers joined last week. Now, we didn't have the time to get that, but it made me think because Netflix is blowing up right now. Now, I got stuck on The Crown because I love it's very good. But apparently, I've been berated by some of my closest friends because I don't understand this Tiger King situation. This King of Tigers. I
just finished it.
You did finish it, Mike. Have you seen it?
I just finished it.
I have not. No.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna say something unpopular because I thought myself susceptible to like pop culture and major marketing. I like Stranger Things. I like some of the other stuff they spoon feed us. I saw the preview. I don't care. Why?
Yeah.
Is it? And the Foremans told me they were going to tell me why, because they're watching. And again, happy birthday, Lila. What the heck? Why would I watch it? It looks like a mixture of reality TV and I don't even like the
So the allure of it is our lives are pretty terrible right now, but at least they're not this guy, right? That's the idea.
Is that it?
I mean, more or less. I mean, if you liked Making a Murderer, if you liked Wild White
True
West
crime,
Virginia,
so true crime.
Yeah,
reality.
it's got a true crime reality vibe. And the interesting thing is that one of the characters on it is a producer of the reality show that he was making of this guy, and how much behind the scenes was more of a reality show. Yeah. So I will say this. Animal abuse is a huge trigger for me, and I can't like be in a room. So if there's an animal in a movie that dies, I'm like out, gone. You can kill anything in a movie.
I agree with that.
You would agree with that or not?
I would agree with that. And Joe is saying. So David's telling you to sell me on it. Joe is saying there's not a single 30 seconds of Tiger King that's not filled with lunacy. So is it so crazy that with a little bit of this I could enjoy it? Like I'm confused. I'm straight up confused.
So here's how I've been selling it to people. After the second episode, you're like, okay, I mean, these people are really wild. There's this crazy guy, whatever, living in Oklahoma, has a zoo, blah, blah, blah. And they do that Making a Murderer thing or serial thing where they end on a huge cliffhanger where they're like, at the end of the second episode, they go, I mean, it's clear that she killed her husband. And you go, what now? And fed her to a tiger? And then the next episode is all about, did that happen? So you're left with no answers. I will say that. You are just left with questions. But it is I wouldn't even call it gripping. It's just like there's a couple of lulls in it. It's just a notch under riveting. It's you're not on the edge of the seat. You're in the back of your chair. But it's popcorn TV. It really is. It's fine.
I'm sticking.
I would say stick with good TV. We're also watching Ozark in this house. I mentioned I have a problem with Ozark because I grew up on Arrested Development, and I'm just waiting. Anytime Jason Bateman comes in the room, he's like, "Hey, buddy. Hey, pal. Hey, George Michael." I'm like just waiting for that moment. And it's tough.
Well, I guess I'm not sold.
Yeah, with Breaking Bad, you're waiting for Dewey to show up.
Yeah, exactly.
This is another hot take, or the opposite of a hot take. I couldn't get into Breaking Bad either. I know people might.
No, that's a hot take. That's a terrible take. That's what that is.
It took me twice. It took me 2 showings to get into it.
I got to 5
That's a hot
episodes.
dump, Craig.
No, you're a dump. Your face is dumb. If I had a salt shaker, I would shake it into your eye right now, sir.
That's real life. That happened.
On that note, maybe it's time to bring in our next contestant.
Let's do it.
All right, we got Kelly,
My dog showed up.
who's going to be playing some Guess the Object with us. So I'll bow out of here. How you doing, Kelly? Uh-oh.
We're working on it.
I've got to mute. That's right. The Facebook jail.
Yeah.
Hey, can you send like 5 of those our way?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We're-
absolutely.
I need to go to the
Can
casino
you
this weekend.
can you send thousands to hospitals around the country
I've been
instead?
making them. I've been making them. I've made probably about 15 just in the past like 2 days, and I just got orders for 50.
Yes,
That's
well
phenomenal.
done. Yes.
Do it.
Well done.
Help
Yeah.
the people. I absolutely love it. Kelly, thank you for doing that.
I'd say you're doing the Lord's work, but you're doing like the basic level government entry work that should have been done months ago.
Absolutely.
Hot take.
You're doing better than our administration, Kelly. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
We do appreciate that. So, by the way, just because you're doing it, isn't there a site where people could order those from you?
Yeah,
that
Kellum
at
Lee
the bottom?
Customs.
Maybe.
It's
Say, how about after you play, make sure you put it in the comments, and then we'll share it out because you have a Facebook page, right?
Right over there.
Mhm.
The
Awesome.
comments, yeah, for us they're over there, but for the rest of you, it's down here. You guys can get your own mask. Kelly is making masks that are, yes, they're homemade masks, but the government's actually said that is better than nothing. So
Yeah.
we want to support that. Kelly, Tasty Trivia got some, and that's great. We want to support as well. But if you guys want some, in the comments right after she plays our game of Guess the Object, she'll give you the link to her page. Kelly, you're doing like homemade ones for it's like not that much money, and you can wash them. How much are they?
they're going to be $8, and then if you want a custom one, they're going to be $12, and I can ship them if you want them. So let me know.
Absolutely.
I got all kinds of colors, all kinds of patterns,
Yeah.
all kinds of homemade stuff. So
I'm
they're
gonna
really
be wearing
fun.
mine when I have to go because we got to take the baby to the pediatrician, and
Yeah.
she's sending us 2. So I don't know if I have one for the baby. That's probably like illegal. You can't suffocate the baby. But is that no?
I
It's
don't
like day
know.
one.
I
It's
don't
like day
know.
one of baby training.
But these are really cool. They've got metal nose bridges, so they actually form to your face. They've got
Yes.
the elastic, and they've got a little pocket in the back, so you can put a filter in there if you want. You know.
Do they have like spoilers or like streamers on the sides?
I mean, I could for yours, definitely.
Can I put
Absolutely.
snacks in the pocket? Can I put some snacks?
Like a feed bag, like a horse.
Grab 'em. Just grab 'em out.
I mean, absolutely. I support that. Just
Just the
100%.
oats.
No, it's fantastic. So glad you're making those masks. And again, guys, we're gonna in the comments put it in there so you guys can order some from Kelly. $8. I mean, protect yourself, stay safe. But
I've been doing 2 things. I've been wearing Halloween masks, which Publix does not like,
They don't
or
like.
the bank, they don't like. The other thing I've been doing is years ago, I stole a sneeze guard from a Sizzler, and I cut some armholes in that, and I've just been walking around with that guy. And I can sneeze on anything I want, which is very nice. It's a very nice perk of it.
I'm visualizing because all the supermarkets are getting those now. I'm visualizing you like straight arming it with like a riot.
Absolutely. Just Heismaning it through the...
There was somebody at Publix with a Ziploc bag over her head.
That's how you die. That's exactly how one dies.
A gallon
Why?
Ziploc bag. She cut the things off the top and just slid it down over her face.
Oh my god!
Amazing. What the bravery. We applaud your bravery, madam.
This is what's
All right,
happening.
so I think we're getting to the third game here, right?
We are in the third game. So what's going to happen
Okay.
here? Kelly's going to play one of our games called Guess the Object. Sam is going to lead you through this one. Guess the object. You know you're playing for that $25 gift card if you get it. Now, if you don't, there's an opportunity for people in the comments. So if someone guesses correctly in the comments, the first correct answer, if Kelly doesn't get it, if you're in the comments, you're going to be able to win a real prize here. Target gift cards. Target still has some toilet paper, but it's -1 ply.
Oh,
It's just
yucky, sick time.
It's your
I'm
own
in pain just like thinking about that. Oh no.
dig out method.
That's what you use the masks for, you know what? Well,
Hey, there we go. They're
multi-purpose.
All right, so the rules of this game are pretty simple. I've got to move on. We're basically playing 20 questions. I'm going to be showing you a picture of an object around my house. Now, I'm a teacher, so I really didn't have a lot of time to plan for this. My entire day is virtual teaching. So in my hot minutes around, like in between periods, I found something in my house to take a picture of, and I zoomed in really close on it.
All right.
We're going to get 20 questions. If you can identify the object, there's the first image. Each guess counts as one of your 20 questions. If you can correctly guess the object, you win the $25 gift card. But at any time, if you choose to see a slightly better picture, we're going to reduce your prize by $5.
Oh,
So
okay.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. ask me a yes or no question. And again, if you make a guess, that does count as one of your questions.
Okay. I think I might know what that might be.
What? Already?
I'm gonna take
Impressive.
a guess. It looks like one of those druzy crystals, like a geode crystal.
That is incorrect. That is
Okay.
incorrect.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
So that
Fair
counts as a question.
That counts as a question.
So
Oh.
now she's got how many questions left?
She has 19 left.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Let me see a better picture of it. I'm just gonna go for it.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna reduce that to $5. You're negotiating with me. We're gonna get a better picture in here. Mike, can you get that ready? Okay, we zoomed out a little bit.
What is that?
Yeah.
Now, what she can ask any type of question she wants, right?
Oh, yes or no
Okay.
questions. Yes or no.
Yes or no questions.
Okay. Is
You
that
got a
found
lot
in the
left.
bedroom?
It is not.
Is it found in the kitchen?
You would find it in the kitchen.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Do you put things on it?
You could.
Okay.
That's not a yes or no.
So I'll say yes.
Fair.
Okay. Could you eat it?
Yes.
Yes, it is edible.
Okay.
We
Bread?
got some guesses
Is it
thrown in,
bread?
Kelly.
Is it bread?
She's guessing bread.
It is not bread.
Oh, snappers. 13 questions left, or bad math is happening.
Oh, this is not good. I don't like this.
You got a lot of guesses coming in.
A lot of guesses.
Oh, I don't know.
What is that? Can I help? I want to
Yeah.
give me.
You can help. You can. I mean, you're gonna steal one of her questions if you do.
I want to help in a good question because you know it's edible now, right?
Yeah.
So start cutting down. Like you choose, but maybe you ask types of food. Maybe you say like, because
Okay.
is it? I don't know, but your questions.
Okay.
I'm just
So is it starchy? So is it
No.
no?
no.
Is it a fruit?
No.
Vegetable?
Damn it!
No.
I thought it was a fruit.
Is it a dessert?
No. Now you got 10 questions. You're halfway through.
It's not a dessert or a fruit.
Not a dessert.
Is it
Not a
salty?
dessert. Yes.
Kelly, it looks fibrous. It looks fibrous.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Fibrous.
Oh, I don't
It
know.
looked like. Wait a minute. He said it could be salty.
Okay.
Oh my god.
No,
Is
I
it-
said it is salty. I mean,
Ask
look for
him-
more.
it is. Oh, did you ask him anything on how it's cooked or like shit like that, stuff like
No.
that?
No. No. How do you cook it? Do you have to cook it to eat it?
No, you don't.
I wanted him to say yes. I thought it was a cookie. So that's a raw food item that's not starchy, that is salty.
All right.
You have a lot of questions left. You got 8 questions left. You know a lot of
Great.
information. You know a
Okay.
lot of
Yeah, there's a lot here.
All right.
You've asked good questions. I will say that.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. Can you cook it?
No. I'm gonna say no with Mitra Beans. People do, but you don't need to.
All right,
Okay.
Kelly, you got 2 minutes to come up with these last 7 questions.
All right. Is it a dairy?
No.
All right.
No, it's not dairy. We had some really good guesses in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
go
got 6
food
left.
group. Go food group on him. Go food
All right.
pyramid.
All right. Is it well, I already did fruit and vegetable. I already did starch. I already did dessert. It's not dairy.
Missing some food groups.
Yeah, go grains and stuff.
Yeah. Is it
You got a minute and a half.
Oh, this is killing me. Cuz I know I feel like I know it.
You
Probably
probably
ask
know.
what time of day perhaps you eat it.
Okay. When would you eat this? Would you eat this in the morning?
You would not.
Would you eat it for lunch
You would.
and dinner?
Possibly, so I'll say yes.
Okay.
More of a lunch food.
More of a lunch food. Okay.
What the heck's a lunch food? You could eat anything for lunch. All right, you got less
3
than
questions
a minute,
left.
Less than a minute before final guess. Something in the kitchen.
All right.
Salty. People have a lot of.
I kind of have a guess.
Waste
for it.
all 3 on guesses.
Tortilla chips.
It is not tortilla chips. You have 2 questions left, possibly guesses.
I
would just go guesses.
Am I in the right vein?
You are not. That is the question. You got 1 guess left, 1 question left.
Does it need to be
I'll let you take
refrigerated?
it. I'll let you ask another question and make a guess.
Does it need to be refrigerated?
It does.
It does.
Final guess. Kelly, what do you think it is? And I have the comments up to see if anyone got it.
I don't think anybody did. Some people were close. In no way.
Even if you don't get it right, you'll get at least $10 for Target.
I'm going to make a guess and say a cracker of sorts.
It was not. The correct answer was I was making tuna fish for lunch.
Tuna
fish.
Ah.
Yeah. That is the most unappetizing tuna fish you've ever seen. It's pre-mayo. So I was like, that's a great...
Meats. We said nothing about meats.
No.
That was like the apex time to take a picture of tuna fish was when it wasn't mixed in with the mayo.
Fish. Now, can I ask a question to all parties? Why do we call it tuna fish? It is a fish. Tuna is
Yeah, I don't know. I've always wondered that. Like, you don't call it salmon fish.
I don't know.
You don't say salmon fish. I'm eating salmon fish. I'm eating codfish. Well, some people say codfish.
Yeah. Swordfish.
Kelly,
Yeah, swordfish, but that's the proper name of it.
Kelly, you were amazing. You're going to get our $10
Good
Target
job,
gift
Kelly. That
card.
was tough.
Nobody got that. So what that means is we got $15 that'll roll into our next week's series of games. We're leveling the prizes up, continuing giving stuff away.
I do want to say, Craig, your wife got it, but like after I said it. But
Late.
I think that's a problem with the
Late.
comments. Yeah,
No,
no,
it's
it's late. It's totally late.
I think it's too late. She's going to have to deal with that. No prize awarded whatsoever.
You go tell her.
Kelly, thank you. Please don't forget, as soon as you get out of the feed, comment.
Yeah, put that in
that
the
we can
comments.
share. It's Kelly Lee Customs, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. And we want to share that. You can get your homemade masks that she'll send to you, disinfected, $8. And if you want a custom one, like the Tasty Trivia one's $12. Come on. You go out in public and you're protected a little bit. Thank you, Kelly.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
so much, Kelly. Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So we've got one last game, I think, Mike, right?
Yeah,
one game.
and we do have Brian on hold. Are we ready to start?
Let's do it. Let's do
it. Let's move it.
Right.
Let's do it.
I'm excited
I
for this
talked too much about Tiger stuff. I think that's what happened. David, it's David's fault.
I'm telling you guys, you need to see it. It's
great, right?
It's insane. Like I couldn't look away from it.
Yeah.
But because that's a train wreck, though.
It is a slow moving train wreck that you just can't turn away and look at.
No,
I will say, just when you think the show has jumped the shark, or in this case, Tiger, the next episode you're like, I do that once an episode.
Yeah, I was literally like, oh my gosh, these can't be real.
The
people.
hair, you do that move.
Yeah, I do that move.
Yeah,
I also
do
do this as well. I'm like, oh, I
Mm-hmm,
can't.
I'm not watching it.
This is
You
the
have to
Stefan.
at least give it a try.
You have not sold me. Mike,
Give it a try, because you said you gave Breaking Bad a try. You didn't
I
like
did.
it after watching it.
You're right.
You need to watch it and give it
So
a try.
here's what I'll do.
How
I'll
many
do
episodes
that.
of Tiger King do you
There's
have to know?
6 or 7?
No, I meant
seven.
like
If
how
I
many
watch
episodes
one-
should you watch before you know I don't need to watch anymore?
See,
I'd say an honest 2.
Oh, 2.
Yeah.
Most
80
shows
minutes.
don't hook you. Most shows don't hook you anymore within like the
True.
first 5 episodes.
80 minutes
true.
you're asking. I've got a baby. 80
It's
minutes.
homework these days. I know.
Take it with a grain of salt. I say give it a try. Don't like it within the first.
I'm gonna give it a
half hour?
try tonight because sleep is
Okay.
not happening. I'm gonna hold him. I'm gonna Tiger King while he's sleeping, and I'm gonna get back to you about this.
Okay.
Are you ready to play for a $25 gift card?
Lay it on me.
Mikey, tell him what's up.
All right, we are going to play two truths and a lie. So we each have a news story. Two of them are real. One of them is completely fiction, made up. We're going to each read you the news story, and you have to, at the end, tell us which of the three stories is a lie. All right, are you ready?
All right.
Craig, you want to do
I
us
will
the
start.
honors?
So again, we're all going to read you a story. You get to choose at the end. Here we go. A man posted to Twitter promising that he would run a marathon if that post got 10,000 retweets. Unfortunately for this man, the Twitter message did in fact get those 10,000 retweets, and he had to find a way to run a marathon during our stay-at-home lockdown. His backyard measures about 20 feet in length, so he decided it was a perfect place for him to run the marathon. He ran back and forth in his backyard 7,000 times, completing the 26.2-mile marathon in 5 hours and 5 minutes.
Wow.
What?
All right, that's
Yeah,
story
so
one.
That's story one. Here's story two. Social distancing has been a drag for everyone in the entertainment industry. Many musicians have been able to take their acts online and been holding virtual concerts on a somewhat regular basis. But plays and other types of live performances aren't so lucky. That's why one Russian opera and ballet theater has decided that the show must go on, but only for one person at a time. That's right, the theater company will be performing their entire show for an audience of one. The theater stage director said in a statement, quote, "We are ready to hold performances for one person because in the end, one spectator has the same value as a full house. A drawing will be held to see who the lucky person is, who will have to watch the opera and ballet performances all alone." Yeah, lucky.
All right.
All right, and this is story three. Americans, by and large, are suddenly finding themselves stuck at home with nowhere to go and no end in sight. Wearing pants feels like a relic of a bygone era. But the more alarming trend is the sudden drop in personal hygiene. Municipalities who are already weeks into a lockdown say they are seeing a drop in the amount of water being used as people skip taking showers before going to work. And dentists are preparing for a boom in 6 months as Google Trends reveals that one of the more common questions asked is, "Did I brush my teeth today?" And of course, the answer is almost always no. So,
What?
which of those three stories is complete fiction?
So, I know Craig is true because I've actually seen that one.
Fair.
Okay.
All right.
I believe that was insane, but kudos to a man that said, "I will do this," and kept his word.
So you got a 50-50 shot here.
I
then.
got a 50-50. Yeah. The last one,
Unless that first story was a hoax.
that is true, but I mean, it
He
seems like
sourced it. He sourced the material.
So is
Sure,
it the show must go on for a personal one, or we're all dirty, rotten creatures?
I mean,
Makes you
Thinking
better.
juice.
Pinky first too.
Which
With all
story?
these live shows going on, I want to say that that's probably true as well. But also, like the hygiene thing, I'm pretty sure people are going to be washing their hands a lot. They're going to be more hygienic.
Mm-hmm.
So people saying that they're not doing it, I think that's the lie. So I think yours is the lie, Mike.
Well, here's the deal. Everybody in the comments seems to be going with story two being made up. Everybody who's answered in the comments is saying story two is the lie. Here's the deal.
But not Brian.
You got it
I
right.
think people think I'm a liar.
You got it right, Brian. It was story three, totally made up because I forgot to brush my teeth one day. That's where that story came from. Every
That's a
lie
fact.
comes from a kernel of truth.
Yes, it's true.
Mike made that up. Sam's story is true. Brian was actually talking about it in the comments earlier. Theater companies are doing that. Brian,
Yeah.
amazing job. Amazing job. $25 Target gift card brought to you by Clarity Creative Group. Whoa.
Phenomenal job.
Yay.
Thanks, Brian.
Hey, no
Thank you
problem.
so much, Brian. Thank you so much. So, guys, here's what just happened. We did our very first ever Tasty Trivia Variety Hour, right? And it's brand new. So here's what I'm going to ask. I know there's some of you watching that are willing to give us feedback, right? And some of you are loved ones, and some of you are people we would love if we knew you better. But
I love everybody.
Yes. What do you think about this? Again, we're going to do it all through April. It's going to be all through April, no matter what. Yeah. New sponsors, plenty of prizes. Mikey's going to hit up everybody that won. So that was our first. All 4 contestants got something. Julie Foreman got a 15, and we're rolling another 15 into next week. And if you want to get a mask from Kelly Lee Customs, we're going to get that link. And if any kind of web questions, internet things you're worried about, you have a website, you need a website, whatever, we're going to share a link for Clarity Creative Group as well. You're going to hear about them more on the next episode as well. But guys, your feedback is everything. We want to know, what do you think of this kind of format? We've got new games coming next week. We've got a kind of what's in your pantry game coming. We got some really fun.
I thought that was going to take a different turn when you said what's
Me too, because he said pantry, right? And I was like, where's it going with the word pants?
Yeah. That definitely could have went.
But that's why the name needs to be what's in your pantry.
What's in your pan?
Tree.
I like that. We've also got some other new games coming your way.
Or we can call it pantry raid.
We want to hear from
no, we can't. Alton Brown's calling his pantry raid. I can't.
That's true.
Sorry.
Yeah. Which games did you like the most of these 4? We did bar trivia, we did closest to the pin, guess the object, and 2 truths and a lie. Give us any and all feedback you can, and we will be back in action next Friday. If you want to be on the show in these comments, just say you'd like to be on Friday. We already have a few people signed up from our earlier interest from some of our shows, but if you want to participate, you don't know what game you're going to play. You come on cold.
Why would you?
There, exactly. Price is Right style. So if you guys want to play, put it in there. We'll get that organized, and we'll have some more fun, and I guess not that much more Gentleman Jack next week.
Plenty of Cheapies Yingling ready to go.
I go for the expensive. This is a plug. This is George Clooney's to Mescal. So
he doesn't need the help. He's fine.
He doesn't. That made $1 billion last year.
It did. But if you guys are watching and enjoying too for next week, remember we'll have virtual cheers with all of you. I know our contestants were having a drink or two, which I thought was awesome. We are looking for more contestants. Brian's already saying he really liked the Guess the Object. I thought that was really cool too.
That was fun. So, also turned my stomach.
It didn't look like what I thought. Tuna.
No.
Can I just say the sandwich was remarkable at lunch. I had a very nice sandwich.
Yeah.
Well, now I got to know. We're going to wrap up in a minute. What was on the sandwich? Mikey and I have a
I did some whole grain bread. I did some whole grain bread, a little light mayo. I did the tuna. I already tried. No, Munster cheese, field greens, little field greens, some sprouts I'm growing out of my garden in the back.
What did you make the tuna with? No seasoning of any kind?
No. Of course I do, Craig. What kind of operation do you think I'm running here? A little mayonnaise, a little oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper, some other seasonings. Just you don't have to overdoctor it. You don't want to ruin it. You gotta let all the flavors meet in your mouth.
Do we have enough time for me to tell my tuna fish story here, real quick?
Please, real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. When we were working back at Harcourt, Craig, you and you might have been gone by this point. They had the cafeteria downstairs. You can go for lunch. And I would get a tuna fish sandwich, and I would eat that pretty much every day at lunchtime until the day that I bit into the tuna fish sandwich, and it tasted like peppermint. Peppermint. Tuna fish, under no circumstance, should taste like. I bit into the damn thing and looked down, and it was green. The entire thing was green. I can't eat tuna fish anymore. That was 15 years ago.
I don't know why Mike getting mad makes me laugh so hard.
It's the best. When he gets passionate about something, it's time to tune in. He would send me some clips on his tirades from his old show, and I loved it. Guys,
reminds me, I had a coworker who got mad over nothing except when people bring donuts to the break room at any job, and they bring like the plain cake donuts. He got so mad at that. He's like, "Everyone's gonna leave it. Why would you bring those?" And he was like the most even-keeled guy, except for in that moment.
Those are terrible donuts.
I like them just fine.
The cake donut is an insult to donuts. It's
the OG donut.
No, cake donuts are fantastic.
They're
You are an
OGs.
insult to donuts.
What?
You dunk them.
You don't need to dunk them.
What?
If you have
You don't
a,
have to.
This is absurdity.
this
The
could go on for an
donuts-
hour. We need to end this. It's done.
It's done. It's done.
Next
I'm gonna go
week,
get some
guys,
fake donuts.
7:00. If you guys want to play, get in the comments. Some people are already giving us some feedback. Bob wants to play. We'll reach out to you from the Tasty Trivia page, guys. We'll see you next week with more drinks and more Tasty Trivia Variety Hour. For
We're
Sam,
ending with my
Mike,
hair like that.
for all of us here with Tasty Trivia, we love you. Stay safe. Like the page. We can't wait to
Wash
see you
your
next
hands.
week.
Yeah, stop touching the face.